Welcome back to another episode of the Michigan Magnet Man. We are here in Saginaw, Michigan today, and I am fishing on a river that I have not magnet fished on before. So without further ado, let's get going. And here's our first throw of the day. So there is a little bit of metal up on the side where I'm pulling up. Not only the hand railing, but also the part where the cement is cemented in place. They've got a piece of plate laying across there to hold it in. On my first throw I pulled out a little fishing lure. This looks like a nice spot for some fishing. There's a couple signs that say people fish here and to clean up after yourself. Ooh. And it feels like there's a couple metal plates out just a little bit. Ooh. I got something. Winter's coming. I know I magnet fished all last winter for the most part, starting back in the end of January. I keep grabbing onto stuff out here. Hello. Now I just want to make sure I don't get near that edge because I don't want to get my magnet stuck. And that is 2 throws in a row that I've got a little fishing lure or a little piece of fishing hook. So it is a little bit cloudy out here today. The sun is peeking through the clouds here and there, but not much going on. Man, there's something right here that I keep grabbing onto. If only I could pull it up. I don't know if I'm stuck like on a rock or something, but it's strong. Ooh. It must be like a big plate or something because I feel like I'm dragging across it. My magnet is sticking to it the entire way across. Now this is my first time magnet fishing here in Saginaw. Crime rate is a little bit higher over here than where I live at. And on that find, we have our 3rd fishing hook of the day and a piece of wire. Now the water is not very deep right here, it doesn't feel like. And the bottom is fairly smooth. There's not a lot of rocks on the bottom, so I'm not dragging across constantly. And I'm just gonna drag this edge and hopefully someone drops some stuff. Today's video is gonna be brought to you by Brute Magnetics. If you head over to www.brutemagnetics.com and use the promo code SurfingUSA10, you'll receive a 10% discount off your entire purchase, and 10% of the proceeds will go to the Surfing USA Waterway Cleanup Crew located here in Michigan. So if you have not, head over to www.brutemagnetics.com. Look down here in this water, there's a lot of green algae floating on by. Straight ahead of me, this was the old beans company here. This bean elevator is the largest bean elevator in the entire world. I am a big fan of fishing areas like this, next to parking lots where there's trash cans available. Also, this sign right here lets you know that there are people coming out and doing fishing. So that tells me that there are a better chance I'm gonna find more fishing hooks and things of that nature out in the water. And on that find, we have my very first piece of silverware. We've got a spoon. So I've not found any silverware before. It's a cool find. Feel it just hit the bottom. I'd say the water's about 10 to 15 foot deep where I'm landing at. If you are in the mid-Michigan area and you want to do some filming, and let me know. Send an email to themichiganmagnetman@gmail.com and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I'm trying to expand the best I can. Ooh, I have something big on there. I felt something on there. Sometimes you just know when you have something out the end of your magnet. I definitely have something. Ooh, it's getting stuck on that extra pole. Hopefully that doesn't pull off whatever it was. There's like a bunch of pipes or something right here that I keep connecting to. Maybe I don't have anything on there. I definitely did for a minute. And on that throw, I've got a bunch of fishing line. A lot of it. you guys are looking for any magnets at all, or any brands, or what you should go with, double-sided, single-sided, if you go back and check out, I believe it was episode 20, I go over what the difference is between all those things and how it's going to affect how you're magnet fishing. I personally prefer a double-sided magnet. Now, I always go with the Brute Magnetics magnets now. I started off with a Wukong 750 double-sided, and now I'm throwing a 1200 double-sided from Brute. The Brute magnet is definitely much stronger and it feels more quality. The product itself is better. So if you're looking to get started on something, I would check out a Brute Magnetics magnet. Man, that little pipe thing is getting annoying. It had me thinking I wasn't going to be catching anything all day. Anything big, I feel like that's going to be stuck to the side of my magnets, just getting knocked off when I get to it. I might go find another spot to magnet fish. Next find, I've got a giant piece of wire. So I've not been having much luck. A few things in the spoon, but that's about it. Ooh. And on that find, we've got a washer, a piece of metal sharpened at the end, and another fishing hook. That was not a bad throw for not catching anything in a while. And with my next find, it looks like we just have a piece of scrap metal. Pretty solid though. I will be doing a giveaway on Instagram for 10,000 followers. I am just under 7,000 followers right now, so I'm gonna be giving away a Brute Magnetics magnet. Ooh! And on that throw, we got a piece of pipe with a little coupling on it. A lot of birds out today, a lot of seagulls, and I've seen quite a few geese heading south. It is that time of the year, guys. Fall is coming quicker than you and I were expecting. This whole year has just been weird. I can't say it's been particularly a bad year, though. I think this might be one of the best years of my life, surprisingly. Who thought they could say that during 2020? Ooh, it's stuck on something. There's definitely something on there. And on that find, I've got a piece of sign. We got a little boat coming through. Hello. I guess that sign's a little bit change of luck. That was a big piece. I found a piece of sign before, but ooh, never that piece. All right, on that throw, it looks like we got a little piece of metal and we have a nut. This ended up being a pretty good spot so far. I've got the reflector of a bicycle. Not bad. And on that find, I have another nail. I think it's getting about to the end of my time here. I'm gonna throw one or two more throws and see if we get anything. If not, I'm gonna call it a day. Ooh. So back in July, I started making my own wine. My first batch was a strawberry blueberry batch of wine that I picked all the berries for myself. And it turned out really good. It's 14.3% and I made it semi-sweet. Super good. But since then, I've kind of been getting into the hobby and I've started a few more. I've got a mango, peach, pineapple, and strawberry wine going right now. I also started a caramel apple wine this past week. That one's gonna be really good using apple cider. And I started a pumpkin wine for November time for Thanksgiving. I'm really curious what the pumpkin one's gonna taste like. That's the first kind of like out there one that I'm trying to make. I think it's gonna be pretty good. It already smells super sweet when it's fermenting. I've got them in 6.5 gallon brew buckets that have airlocks on top, so that's what I'm using to brew in to make the wine. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot more that goes into it than I thought when it comes to like all your enzymes, like pectic enzyme and all your sorbates and all that stuff for bottling to keep all the yeast from continuing to ferment. On that throw, we got nothing. So I'm going to take one more throw, and if I catch something here, I'll keep going. But if not, this is the last throw of the day. So just like every week, if I catch anything on this throw, I'll keep going, but if not, that is going to be all for today. Hopefully in about a week or two I can bottle up that second wine I was talking about. Now I bought a bunch of bottles to use off of Amazon. They are clear and twist top, and they're actually not bad. I was worried about ordering bottles offline, especially Amazon. My cousin, he makes hot sauce, and he was having an issue with the bottles not showing up. So that's what worried me. Well, I'm stuck on something. So I just wanted to make sure that I got my magnet stuck on my last throw. What are the odds? I'm gonna try to pull it from a different angle. Sometimes that'll get it unstuck. Literally, the last throw I'm stuck. So this magnet is super stuck. I really didn't expect it to get stuck on my last throw of the day, so that's kind of frustrating. I'm gonna keep pulling on it. Maybe I'll get it unstuck, maybe I won't. So I've been pulling for about 15 minutes now on this magnet, and up comes walking a guy and his girlfriend. And the dude seems pretty strong, and he asked me if I need some help. He sees me pulling on this magnet for the last 15 minutes, and I asked, yeah, you know what, that might actually help. Give me a hand. He helps me pull it, and I pull on it, and sure enough, we got the 1,200 pound Brew Magnetics magnet back. And we also got a couple little nails. These are besides the point. What a good day magnet fishing here on the river. Seriously, would have been so screwed without that dude and his girlfriend walking up to help me. Man, that's awesome. That is going to be all for today's episode. If you liked today's episode, go ahead and hit subscribe and get those alerts turned on. I post new videos to my YouTube channel every single Friday, and I post new clips to my Instagram every single day. I'll see you guys next week.